In today's video, how does the Beckham clause allow Messi's loan to Barcelona? The behind-the-scenes details of Messi's surprise visit. Vinicius Jr.'s comment on Messi's trip to Barcelona and Cristiano's latest statements. And before we begin, don't forget to share your opinion in the comments. Which of you wants Messi to return to Barcelona? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share. How does the Beckham clause allow Messi's loan to Barcelona? The speculations that followed Argentine forward Lionel Messi's surprise visit to Barcelona's Camp Nou stadium stirred up questions among Barca fans about the possibility of his return to the team. Messi had left Barcelona during the summer 2021 transfer window after his contract with the Catalan club expired, ending 16 years in the first team. His unexpected return to Camp Nou reignited nostalgia among Barca supporters, who began to dream of seeing Leo wear the club's jersey again. The Beckham clause opens the door for Messi's return to Barcelona. Lionel Messi posted an enigmatic comment along with a photo of himself at Camp Nou. "I hope to return someday," a wish shared by Barca fans who dream of seeing him wear the club crest once more. And though it might seem difficult, there's a possible way for him to return without terminating his contract with Inter Miami. Major League Soccer's calendar doesn't match those of the world's major leagues, which creates several complications for players leaving the United States to temporarily join other competitions. The American League is divided into two conferences, West and East, and its regular season runs from February to October. When it ends, the top 7 teams from each conference qualify for the playoffs, which conclude in early December. During the preseason period, players can be loaned to clubs in other leagues that are still active without having to terminate their MLS contracts. The opportunity to loan Messi to Barcelona. As a general rule, the loan must end before the start of the new MLS season. Since it begins in late February, Barcelona could have Messi's services for about 3 months, from early December to late February, a crucial stretch of the European calendar when title competitions enter their most intense phase. Big names in football have already benefited from this clause, such as Thierry Henry, Robbie Keane, David Beckham, and Landon Donovan, who was loaned out twice during the MLS winter break. The David Beckham clause could be the perfect formula for Barcelona and Lionel Messi, allowing them to reunite as they never could before, a love story that brought so much success and happiness to their fans. How did he get into Barcelona's stadium? The secrets behind Messi's surprise visit. Spanish newspaper Sport reported that Lionel Messi surprised everyone, as FC Barcelona's directors were unaware of his visit to the stadium of his former club, until he posted the photos on Instagram. Images of Messi at Camp Nou spread like wildfire across social media, and his Instagram post reached nearly 14 million likes. Messi shared an emotional message with heartfelt words for the Culé fans, expressing nostalgia for Camp Nou and the affection of the Blaugrana supporters. He wished he could return someday to say goodbye, something he couldn't do when he left for Paris Saint-Germain in 2021. The Argentine star wrote, "Last night I returned to the place I missed so much, a place where I was immensely happy, where you made me feel thousands of times like the happiest person in the world. I hope someday I can return, not just to say goodbye as a player, something I never got to do." According to the same outlet, Messi went to Camp Nou to check on the progress of the renovation works, and the club's officials did not know how he managed to enter the stadium. Sources close to the player, currently with Inter Miami, confirmed that Messi did not coordinate the visit with anyone. It was a personal, unannounced initiative. Meanwhile, the paper cited club insiders who said that Messi arrived at the stadium and requested permission from the construction company in charge of the works to enter the facilities. Barcelona did not release any official statement about the visit, but after the report spread in the press, the club's account on platform X, formerly Twitter, shared one of Messi's photos and wrote, "Always welcome home, Leo." Leo left Barcelona in 2021 when the club couldn't renew his contract due to financial problems. He then signed with Paris Saint-Germain and later with Inter Miami, with whom he extended his contract until the summer of 2028. Vinicius Jr.'s comment on Messi's visit to Barcelona and Cristiano Ronaldo's latest remarks, the words of Vinicius Jr., star of Real Madrid and the Brazilian national team, were long, emotional, and full of respect when asked about Lionel Messi's visit to the new Camp Nou, his wish to return and say goodbye to the Barcelona fans as a player, and about Cristiano Ronaldo's recent statements regarding the eternal comparison between the two. Vinicius's comments were anything but ordinary. His words carried the emotion of an entire generation that grew up watching the duel between these two legends and drew inspiration from them. even in the way they think, play, and dream. Vinicius began by saying, "When I saw Messi's photos at the new Camp Nou, I felt like time stopped for a moment. The place has changed, the stadium is more modern, but the eyes that follow Messi with every touch still shine with nostalgia. Messi isn't just a football player, he's part of Barcelona's memory and football's history in general. Seeing him there again was like history peeking out to remind us that no one can take Messi away from Barcelona. His bond with that city," he added with a heartfelt smile, "is something rare. You hardly ever see a player so deeply tied to a club as Messi is to Barcelona. Even after he left, after everything that happened, his heart is still there. When he wrote in his post that he couldn't say goodbye to the fans as a player, I felt that line said it all. It's not just words, it's the pain of legends who left without hearing their people's applause one last time," he continued in a nostalgic tone, speaking of the symbolism of Messi's return. "It's difficult for any player to experience something like that, returning to the place where you did it all, where you became who you are. Messi doesn't return only as a player, he returns as a symbol, as living memory. Every corner of Camp Nou holds one of his goals, a pass, a tear, a celebration, an applause. When he stepped onto the new field, it was as if the past embraced the present, as if Barcelona were telling him, 'We never forgot you.'" Then he spoke about Messi's human side. "I personally admire Messi not only as a footballer, but as a person, because he was always the same despite all the glory. He didn't change, didn't seek noise, he spoke with his feet. That's why people love him so much. We live in an era where everyone chases fame and comparisons, but Messi always spoke through his football, not with words." Vinicius confessed that he learned a lot from Messi, even though he never played alongside him. "I'm a forward. I love dribbling, seeing spaces like Messi did. I learned from watching him that nothing is impossible. As a kid, I saw him change direction in a split second, make the right decision under pressure. Messi was like an open book for anyone who wanted to learn true football." Smiling, he added, "I hope I can be at Camp Nou on the day of his farewell, to see the people stand up and applaud him. It'll be a historic day. They'll cry, they'll sing for him, and the whole world will know that football never forgets those who gave their life to it." After his emotional tribute to Messi, Vinicius spoke about Cristiano Ronaldo's recent controversial words when Cristiano said, "Messi better than me. Now, I don't want to be humble." Vinicius responded with a broad smile, choosing his words carefully. "Cristiano Ronaldo is a different kind of man. He's like a volcano. He doesn't know calm. He has a steel mentality, no doubt, and that's what made him great. It's easy to criticize his words, but those who understand his personality know that this confidence is what took him to the top of football for so many years." The Brazilian continued, "I learned something important from Ronaldo. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will. When he says he's the best, he's not saying it to belittle others, but to remind himself that he's still capable of competing. Some see it as arrogance, but to me, it's proof of his constant ambition. That's Cristiano. He never stops, not even at his age." He went deeper into the eternal comparison between the two legends. "The world keeps comparing Messi and Ronaldo, but our generation is learning that each represents a different school. Messi is magic and art, Ronaldo is strength and determination. Messi makes you love the game, Ronaldo teaches you to love the challenge. When you're a kid, you want to be like Messi. When you grow up, you want to work like Ronaldo. Both are role models, but each in their own way." Vinicius spoke sincerely. "I play for Real Madrid, and this club will always be grateful to Ronaldo. He built an eternal part of our history, but even as a Madrid player, we can't deny Messi's greatness. What he did against us was extraordinary, sometimes painful, but that made us respect him even more. Football doesn't know eternal rivalries, it only recognizes those who write its history." He continued with a deep reflection. "Maybe Ronaldo feels the comparison with Messi will never end, but I think time has moved past that stage. Now each follows his own path, and both left an indelible mark. The debate among fans will continue, but the truth is that every great player in the world owes something to them. We try to play our own way, but every time we touch the ball, we feel the influence of Messi and Ronaldo." With evident emotion, he added, "Sometimes I imagine what it would have been like if Messi and Ronaldo had played together. What would the world be like then? Football would have been even more beautiful." But maybe it was better that they were rivals, because their competition created the legend we grew up watching. Messi and Ronaldo are like two poles of the same magnet. They never join, but they never separate in football's memory. Vinicius ended his long speech with deeply moving words. I deeply respect them both. Messi, to me, represents the purity of art. Ronaldo, the fire that never goes out. Today we live in a new era of football, but no matter how many stars appear, Messi and Ronaldo's names will always stand above the rest, because they weren't just players, they were a human and footballing experience that forever changed the meaning of greatness. He concluded with a smile. Modern football looks for new idols, but the truth is, we're all still trying to reach even half of what those two men achieved. Messi returns to say goodbye to his stadium, and Ronaldo keeps fighting to prove his worth. From both, I've learned that greatness isn't a coincidence. It's a journey that never ends. Thus, Vinicius Jr. expressed with heartfelt, profound words the blend of emotion, admiration, and gratitude toward two legends who marked his generation. Messi, the creator of beauty, and Ronaldo, the master of perseverance. His words weren't just a statement. They were the testimony of one of today's brightest young stars about a legacy that will continue illuminating football's sky for generations to come.